It might have been streaming. Let's see, I think it's connecting. Oh, it's not connecting to anything. Oh, wait. It's kind of okay. We're getting live on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, Periscope. Let's check the sound. Oh man, my sync is way off. Like Facebook is just like blah. Let's fix that. That's horrible. I wonder if it's because we're connecting to more channels. Like for every additional thing you connect to is the lag. Increase even more. Let's go to. Let's try. Oh, that's way louder. All right, I'm checking the new Blue Yeti mic. 800 milliseconds. Let's see if that's any better. Sorry, guys. Nope, it's not. I'm still out of sync. Yeesh. Let's 400 milliseconds. All right, we're checking at 400 milliseconds, guys. Mike the Magic Man, what's up? You're on YouTube. Hello, Mike the Magic Man. I'm checking my audio sync before I go live for reals. I'm almost synced up now. Let's see, 400 is not quite there. All right, 350. All right, checking 350. Let's see what's up. Come on. Come on, 350. Let's let you be the lucky number. $350's close enough. Let's go. I'm gonna check. Actually, I should keep this on just to check audio one last time. Are we live? I think we're live. All right, audio seems synced up. That's good enough. That's good enough. Let me get this. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Nora's first. Lee's here. Ann's here. Ed's here. Renzo says first. Everybody, please wish congrats to Renzo on. Oh, wait, never mind. I don't know if that's public knowledge, like for your job or anything, so I'm not gonna say anything yet. Let's see here. I'm looking at another group chat. I'm gonna stop looking at it. Let's see, Renzo, can I wish you congrats or no? Thomas, what's up? What's up, Stubby? How you doing? What's up, my daughter, Lee? In case you guys don't know, I've adopted Lee. She is my daughter. She gets an allowance. Arlene, how you doing? Thomas Freeland, what's up? What's on here? Thomas, thank you for sharing the stream, buddy. Thomas says so much for GAAM. So much for all of you. Tyler Lindsay, what's up? Tyler actually just brought some setups to the short box event that we had the other night. Thank you for doing that, Tyler. I'm all tangled up. Thank you for sharing Miss Valentine. Y'all go follow Miss Valentine on Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. Nora, GAAM is live. We're trying to do this before Game of Thrones. Thank you, Dominique. Dominique helped with GAAM Gladiators greatly. Thank you, Dominique, for that. And it was nice to see you the other night. You see, okay, Animated Public. So everyone, please wish congrats to Renzo on his new job. Thank you for sharing the stream, Lee. Oh, Lee. Everyone, congrats, Renzo. He's getting some new work. Sean Hall, thank you for sharing the stream. My room is in a disaster state. All I've been doing is organizing stuff and trying to organize the garage and the storage units. So I'm trying to get my life back in order after Gladiators. Just to jump back in. Arlene, thank you for sharing the stream. Jeff Enriquez watching us from the Philippines. How you doing, buddy? Robert is here. Papa Riggs, because you know what when you call me Big Papa. Actually, you know what? I love it when you. I messed it up. It's over now. Tiffany, thank you for sharing the stream. Giles, how you doing? Actually, I know some of Giles' comments in the feedback in just a little bit. Tiffany Rocha, how you doing? Or Rocha? Rocha or Roca? I don't know. Mike the Magic Man says congrats from YouTube to you, Renzo. Dominique says congrats to Renzo. Thomas says congrats to Renzo. Nora says congrats. Arlene says congrats. Everybody's wishing Renzo congrats. Because they want to borrow some money. Ha! That's why. Where's camera 2, damn it? I need a staff. Legio, how you doing? King Ray, how are you? Sean Hall, if you need help organizing, I'll take that mega buster off your hands. That's what she said. Jawati Charlie says, awesome. Please watch What the Health on Netflix. Love the show. I guess I'm going to hide that comment and ban you because you're spanned, Jawati. You're spanned and you're banned. You're done. You're gone. Netflix ain't cutting me a check. I don't give a damn about their show. What's up, Tio? How you doing? So, let's go ahead and get into some of this. You guys want to know what's going on? You want to know? Oh, let's see. Thank you for sharing the stream. I think it's Ray. I don't know. Everything got blurry real quick. My screen just had astigmatism. Tyler says, now I can hear. Woot, expensive headphones. Also, I put the equalizer up a little bit more. There we go. Make it a little bit louder. So hopefully you guys can hear me better. See, I try to take y'all's feedback seriously. So yeah, if you went to Gladiators, or if you had any feedback on it, or you want other people to chime in on it, go ahead and invite them to the chat now, to the stream. I'm going to go over some of the comments that you guys wrote in, and I'm just going to read them live and react and talk about them right here and now, because why not? Let's see. I've gone through a few of these, not many of them. I remember I did see Giles, or Giles, one or the other. Let's see. Nora says, I see that carve back there. Raise a plastic cup. What's up, Will Renfro? Yeah, I need my whole. All I know is I'm drinking tonight. I need this. Ray says, looking forward to hanging out at 9-0 Pour Wednesday night. Can't stay too long. Almost have to fly to Combo Breaker the following morning. Dang, you a traveling man. Traveling man. Thank you for checking in, Tom. Maybe should I put these up on the screen? Do y'all actually want to see the comments like while I'm reading it? Does it matter to you? Tyler says, I didn't put in any feedback because I gave you all my back feed last night. What? I'll bring it up on the screen so you guys know that I'm not just making crap up and saying whatever I feel like to you. Although I would do that. Let's see. Let's see here. I need to open up a browser. Maybe window Chrome? No, that's not it. Let's see. Let's go with Chrome Extra. Is that it? Oh yeah, that is it. Okay, that'll work. So you guys can see kind of like what I see as I'm going through this. So this one, actually, let's make this a little bit smaller. There we go. What's up, David Smith? How you doing? Trevor Marks, what's up, man? Trevor, thank you so much for all your help. Y'all say thank you, Trevor. Trevor came out just to check out GAAM and lend us some support. He was helping to work the front, making sure y'all weren't packing heat, keeping people safe, because that's what he does. He does not do it. All he knows is how to make it better. That's what he did. David Morales, how you doing, buddy? Always good to see fellow brown folk. So let's see. What types of games would you want to see in the future at GAAM Gladiators? Tiger, he said high score challenges, and actually quite a few people asked for high score challenges and speed running and stuff like that. I think that's definitely something that we could possibly do in the future. And if I read a comment here and then it comes up again later on, I'm not going to read it again. I'll say, yeah, we already answered that question, just so y'all know. Arlene, can we still take the survey? Been busy. Yes, you can still take the survey. It's at gaamgladiators.com. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll continue to take feedback, but this is the point in time where I'll actually address it kind of publicly on live stream. But keep sending in the feedback because I read it, I try to digest it, and make the best of criticism and see how we can improve. So please let me know. Oh, Trevor. So yeah, I definitely like to do high score challenges. One of the things with gladiators was just trying to figure out how to do this, to be honest. So we took on a lot and we learned a lot, and with what we've learned, we know what more we can do now. So I would love to do a high score challenge, probably have Tiger or someone like him be the person to manage that area and take care of that. Let's see. Did you like the GAAM Coliseum? It was awesome. Please stay here a while. Would you like to see it become 2 days in the future? Yes. It was 2 days. Would you invite people from out of town? Without a doubt. Would you be interested in VIP with perks? So this is something we do a lot with. Thank you for sharing the stream, man. We do this a lot with GAAM Show. We always do VIP experiences and things like that. And you guys who've been to GAAM Show have come to expect a lot more finesse and upgrades and things like that out of VIP. And actually, the entire experience to be a much nicer deal. Because we've been doing it for years. We know how to handle GAAM Show. This is new. I would love to put some of that into Gladiators and have VIP lounges and additional time with the event itself. Maybe merch or free games. I don't know. But I would love to do a VIP. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like VIP introduced into Gladiators. And what ideas you have for it. Whenever you can, Trevor. I know you're busy, man. I know you're busy. Thomas is better because we can't see you, Ryan. Burn from Thomas. Let's see. What's up, Jenna? How you doing? Thomas says, get that Project Justice next time. It was actually there. Project Justice was there. Maybe someone didn't put it in the Dreamcast. Molly! How are you, Molly? Everyone follow Miss Kamori. Thank you for sharing the stream, Molly. Corinne's here. There you go. Ed says it was there. Because it was Ed's copy, actually. David Smith. I am still doing a giveaway tonight. It'll be probably in about 15-20 minutes. We'll do a giveaway for one of the people who shared the GAAM Show event, which actually I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. If you shared GAAM Show RSVP is going and left a comment on what you think the theme was, you're a candidate to win a free game tonight on the system of your choice. So RSVP and do the things here to support GAAM Show and maybe win a game. There you go. That's in the chat now. John Sarmy, how you doing? John Sarmy, little E-League, tremendous guy, helps so much with GAAM Gladiators. Thank you. Megan Hayton, how are you? Jenna, how you doing? Glad to see that you got to finally, that Wonder Woman finally got a chance to take a picture with you. Thank you for sharing the stream, Megan Hayton. Let's see. Sean Hall says VIP makes no sense in an esports climate. That's just my opinion, though. Also kind of breeds an elitist mindset. I don't think so. I don't necessarily agree with that. Look, you look at all my data and whatnot. Here, you want to see how many people clicked on, let's see, where was it? Here's how many people clicked on just the link that we shared to register for GAAM Gladiators. 1,635. That's right. I keep track of everything, y'all. Everything. I don't think so. I mean, as long as you can still get access to, if everyone can still play the games, I think that's fine. I don't think that breeds an elitist mindset at all. I pretty much most, I would say, sporting events have some level of VIP. Hell, even Disney has VIP. You got Fast Pass too, and all that kinds of stuff. I think. Thank you for sharing the stream, Ryan. I just think it's important that if we were to do VIP, we would make sure that it doesn't diminish the general admission. It has to be additional. You can't take away. You can add on. Just the same with fighting games. Don't take away stuff. Buff people. Don't nerf them. It makes the game less fun. Anyways, let me get back to this. But I value your opinion, Sean. Thank you for sharing. Like, I want to hear that. I want to hear people what they have to say so we can make better decisions. Make that spaghetti, Miagan. Make that spaghetti. Thomas outed himself. Ryan Bonnie, what's up? Gaminati be spying on the nerds. That's right. Renzo says, I'm always down for VIP to let everyone else know that they're beneath me. Not the answer I was looking for, but okay. So this question was more in line with what's going on with the Patreon that will be launching soon. And it was like, would you guys, to keep doing good and do things like inviting, so many of you guys didn't know this, but we actually put out 20 tickets for Big Brothers, Big Sisters, so they could attend GAAM Gladiators. We paid for sign language interpreters, and we brokered a deal to have food and catering for all the kids and their chaperones who came to visit, and for the volunteers and all that fun stuff. And we would like to be able to keep doing that kind of stuff. We would like to be able to keep the lights on and have storage and all that. So we asked, would you be willing to do like a $5 tier on Patreon? And Tiger said yes. I hope many of you guys feel yes too. That Patreon should go live this week with additional options, one of which will be having some kind of private live stream. Not that kind, not with lewds, but kind of bring you guys behind the scenes in terms of like our team meeting type scenarios, or just have a conversation with me and be able to pull you guys on so we can actually talk back and forth. So yeah, that'll be coming up this week. So more details on that later. Let me see what you guys think. Molly, back to the VIP question. I love VIP areas. Gives people extra incentive to support an event even further and make them feel special. Scarlett's here. Scarlett is one of our tremendous TOs who help with Overwatch and Apex. Thank you so much, Scarlett, for all that you do, for supporting us in this community, for taking on a tidal wave of people. I hope we keep working together and swoop, 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 swoop. David says, man, I had so much fun. Thank you, David. I had fun too. I'm glad I got to meet you right outside a restroom. That was kind of weird, but I'm glad I met you still. Molly speaking from Music Festival Experience. Laura Thomas, I hope you're there for it too. Laura Thomas, I hope you're there. Let's see. Yeah, Katie McDaniels was our amazing sign language interpreter. She was tremendous, and we couldn't have done it without her. Jessie Ann, how are you? Sean Hall, okay, now where do I sign up to volunteer for GAAM Show? We will have a volunteer sign-up sheet for GAAM Show soon. Yeah, probably in the next few weeks. We're actually going to do a lot of... I'm going to get into GAAM Show in just a minute, because we're going to do a lot of stuff different with GAAM Show this year. It has to change. We're in the end game now, so if we don't change, we're not going to be here next year, so we got to make this happen. Renzo says, depending on Patreon amount, I will send Maru-chan or fancier nudes. Yeah, that's a no. If we included automatic upgrades to VIP status for our events with GAAM Patreon, would you be interested? Save money, support GAAM, of course. So one of the ideas that was pitched for our Patreon, and actually this was Ann's, was it Ann's idea? I don't know. Was if you sign up for a certain tier in Patreon, to automatically upgrade you, like if you bought a general admission ticket to GAAM, that it would bump you up to VIP. And at first, I wasn't too big on that. But then, kind of like as part of a bigger discussion, going forward, I want to make sure most, if not all, GAAM events, like official events, not like meetups, but actual GAAM events, like Retro GAAM Night, GAAM Show, Gladiators, whatever other things we have up our sleeves. I want to make sure there's, I think, a VIP tier included in all of that. One, it definitely helps us make more money. So, ching, I'm straight up. Hey, I'm going to keep it real. But also, it helps us manage the events a lot better. When you have that kind of like additional hour to 2 hours of having like a block of people come in, it kind of lets your whole staff level up, get acclimated, lets you solve problems faster, lets you preemptively solve problems before they happen. and just seems to create a better experience for everybody. Once we start doing VIP with GAAM show, oh my god, things start moving so much more smoothly. Because we had that initial wave of people of like maybe 150, 200 people instead of just like 700-800 people showing up at once. Like that was just a monstrosity. Mike says I plan to be there on Wednesday for the meetup. Awesome, thank you, Mike. God, why is Facebook making this video so crappy? This is ass. Anyways, oh damn, I'm missing something. I saw somebody else post something I wanted to respond to. Tyler says I'm a volunteer. Hopefully, Tyler. Hopefully, we got to figure something out on that. I like that you bring ideas to me. Renzo, I hope I have a chance to volunteer. Whatever, Renzo. You're a manager now. Laura Thomas volunteers as tribute. Scarlett's definitely down to keep helping. Maybe not TOing 2 PC tournaments at the same time again, but still helping. Thank you, Scarlett. And yes, I will never put you in that position again. Thank you so much. God, no, I wouldn't put you in that position again. Thank you for weathering it like a champ. So that'll be available on the Patreon. Thomas says, where's the meetup? It's at 904 off Beach Boulevard next to Tijuana Flats, close to Rita's and all that. So plenty of food options, and I'll be bringing chicken tenders. Let's see. Would you be interested in streaming or commentating at GAAM Gladiators in the future? I'm so down. Would you be interested in bringing setups for a discounted ticket? Yes. So that's something that we're going to try to experiment with next time, is having people who are bringing in setups have a discount for the event. I don't want to open up to, hey, everybody bring your own setups, because I just don't know how to manage that yet, to be quite honest. And I don't want to manage that. I don't want to be responsible for that. That's a whole different beast. Let people who are experts at that handle that. Damn, Facebook, you're like at 144. What the hell? Nah, we ain't doing that. Put me at 720. Put me at 720, Facebook. Let's see. That's getting better. Let's see here. Ryan says, wish I could make the meetup, but I have to work at that time, plus Combo Breaker this weekend in Chicago. That's cool. Laura says, wait, when is it again? It's this Wednesday, the 22nd, from 6 to 10. We'll be at 904. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Some people are bringing setups. I'll bring a few. But really, this is like more of a social mixer. And also, this is hopefully, if it works out well, this could be a new spot for a lot of you gamers that have weekly events. I'm hoping that we show up, we support this local business and show them that, hey, we can be great patrons, and then they'll gladly open their doors back to us to use the space regularly. So for all of you who are looking for us to find a regular ongoing spot to have like weekly gaming tournaments or just to hang out or whatnot, until Cliffy pizza time comes. Where's my pizza sauce? I don't know. Where's the PCP? It's already inside me. That's right. I'm married to Taya. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Until that happens, we're just going to check out 904, a few other places. Like we'll go back to Aardwolf. But it's on you guys to actually support these businesses if you want them to support us. So that's what's going on with that. Laura, you won't be at Jack's yet. We'll get to Jack's, Laura. Where are you, Laura? Where do you live? Where are you coming from? How you doing? Say hello when you get here. We'll all welcome you. Other games that Tiger would like to see. Casuals, Mario Kart 8, Tetris, Retro Challenge. These are all great ideas. Some of this we'll probably incorporate in the GAAM show. For many of you know, GAAM show is a lot more casual friendly. And with the new space at the Schultz Center, a.k.a. the GAAM Coliseum, remember that. Anytime you see anybody do something there now, it's the GAAM Coliseum. But, yeah, I think we'll have additional... We definitely have the space, and now that we know how to work that space and we have better relationships with a lot of people in the community, I think we can definitely do things like retro challenges, Mario Kart challenges, Tetris competitions, things like that. Arlene, we should do some trivia there. I'd be down for that. Let's get someone tag Kyle. Tag Kyle Schmezing and tell him we need the Nerd Trivia King to come back. David Morales, I can't wait to drink with you and power up. Ah! Still doing good. All right. Ian says, oh God. Hi, Ryan. We're back to Ryan Rants. Questions with Ryan's. This is from Ian. Hi, Ryan. What is your opinion on glitter makeup, and why do you hate it like the rest of us? As I think Ian is alluding to, we all hate glitter makeup because, let's face it, glitter should only be in one place, and that's on a butthole. So when you fart, it makes magic wherever you are, and it smells delicious. So yeah, that's why, Ian, that I hate glitter makeup, because it should only be on a puckered pooter hole. Next question. Laura Thomas, coming back from Sarasota at the beginning of June. All right, yeah, definitely come through, Sarah. We'll have, Sarah and Laura, we'll have GAAM events and meetups and stuff happening, especially over the next few months with GAAM ramping up. We'll have cosplay workshops. There'll be some drink and draws, additional meetups. And I'm looking for partners to actually put together kind of GAAM weekend. I want to make sure there's as much going on during that weekend for all of you guys as possible. So I'm going to be working my ass off with the whole GAAM team over the next 3 months. GAAM tabletop thingy. That's awesome, Sean. I leave that kind of stuff to Darby from Darby's Dungeon. If someone could tag Darby. She's kind of like our resident tabletop expert, and I want to make sure that her business succeeds when she launches very soon. So that's my stance on that. Let's see. Ryan says, I do have some ideas to make things more efficient for gladiators next year. What I think would be the best idea is how can gladiators make money next year? Because that would be great. Ha ha! Shirani. Okay. Scarlett, dude, trivia brings people. Oh, we got another vote for trivia. Bonnie, we'll talk about idea. We still have to do a meetup with the TOs and some of the volunteers and whatnot. Just trying to figure out time, man. Trying to figure out time. And it was easier when I actually had a headquarters. Now that I'm homeless, I ain't got places to let people talk together. I still got the keys to the museum. Nah. The police don't like it when you break and enter places. God, I just need to get over that. There you go. Thank you for tagging Kyle, Nora. Molly, noted Ryan. Adam Chitani knows why Ryan hates glitter makeup. Yeah, he does. Oh, Molly, don't put on glitter makeup! Why? Hi! Let's see. Glitter is the herpes of the craft world. Hey, Ryan, I think it's time for a giveaway. You mean give it away, give it away, give it away now? Curtis, what's up? Thank you for sharing the stream. I'm going to do the giveaway at 8:05 right after Game of Thrones starts. Just to shove it in y'all's faces. Let me look up and make sure I have it pulled. Don't worry, giveaway soon, giveaway soon. What's up, Rusev? How you doing? Mr. Security, Alan Johnson. Everyone's please say thank you to Alan Johnson for him and his security team keeping us safe and secure. That's right. We were all safe during GAAM Gladiators. Not one person got an STD, and I think that's amazing. Let's see, Tyler's helping Darby with a thing too, and I love tabletop games. I have quite a collection. Let's go through here. Where the hell is... Alright, we gotta finish these. Oh, man. Alright, Tiger says, did you run into issues at GAAM Gladiators? If so, please tell me about it. I was exhausted. It makes me younger. The smell is usually the biggest issue for me. I'm used to it, but what's the best way to dress a bunch of sweaty nerds in a room? And Smash was too long. Yeah, I'll probably make that shorter. Yeah, smell will be tackled next time. So usually during GAAM events, it is like Febreze and air fresheners all over the place. And actually... I don't know if we'll do this next time. We'll definitely have air fresheners everywhere, don't you worry. I'm trying to get... I was actually going to go to the dollar store and buy like 100 deodorant bars myself. We just ran out of time. We talked about possibly... I'm going to try to talk to Febreze about making one of those like hazmat stations when you're walking in after you've been like... if you like have a disease or whatnot, and they spray you. I want to make one of those with Febreze. Those people walk in, they get, and then you can't be dank. They're gonna have to sign a waiver to do that. That's fine. Sign the damn waiver. Let's see. Room setup and stream preparation can be improved on. Definitely. Giving Tiger some organizational responsibilities would be helpful. Wink, wink. Definitely, Tiger. I will be reaching out and delegating more and giving out more responsibilities as GAAM Gladiators. And as everything with GAAM grows. That's one of my top priorities right now, even with GAAM Show, is to give up more and let people be responsible and accountable for things. Which also means I'm going to have to be mean and an asshole more often. Because there's a lot of people who want responsibility who aren't ready to handle it. And sometimes that's a difficult conversation to have. And that's when I have no feelings. And I say, you can't touch me, mortals. I'm Goku Brown. Ha! Let's see. Where's my mouse cursor at? Philip Heslop, one of my favorite students that never was really my student, but I wish he was. Keeping it brown. Let's see. Where can? Okay, this was a really good question. So I had a few people who were like, "Hey, why didn't you get the word out more about GAAM Gladiators? Like, I just heard about it, or I only heard about it in this place." I'm like, "Cause that shit costs money." And to be honest, I'm not really sure where else to put promotion. So if you guys have ideas of how we can promote GAAM Gladiators and GAAM Show and just our events in general, please let me know. Usually we hit Facebook pretty hard. I'm trying to do more on Twitter. I don't do print advertising because I think that's just a waste of money. I would love to be in more stores though, and more businesses and break rooms. So if any of you guys have places where you can put up posters and flyers, we'll have stuff for GAAM Show soon, and I would really appreciate and love your help in terms of just getting the word out, because we did not, I'll own that, we did not do as good a job of like getting out there in front of people face to face and putting out posters and stuff as I would have liked. Part of it because this event was put together in like 2.5 months. But look at my spider bites, completely unrelated. So Travis, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. I will keep trying to keep up the good work. It's a great team that does great work. I thank them all. They're all wonderful. Rob Tubb, delegating is super important. Yeah, I really gotta, I gotta delegate more. And this was a huge improvement for us in terms of getting processes down. I'm an art guy. I started GAAM as an artist. So to have to start doing all these other things on the business and project management end and be to be kind of like a leader slash whatever is not where I set out to be. And we actually used to have conversations like that. I was supposed to stay behind the curtain. This whole thing and everything else just kind of happened organically. Like someone had to get in front. And so I got in front. Let's see. Thomas, Goku Brown. That's right. It's all about Goku Brown. Alex, thank you so much for helping out with everything in GAAM. You are awesome. Travis Paul, Instagram. Yeah, I try to do more. I definitely need to do more on Instagram. I'll probably give up one of my Instagram accounts to somebody on the team to manage it. Because we have the iLoveGAAM account. And then we started another account that the name changes per event, so it'll be easier for them to find them. And then I've got my actual personal account. Between that, yeah, I need to give up one of the Instagram accounts to have someone else manage it. Somebody who's interested in social media that I can trust. We'll figure that out. A good call, Travis. Thank you. Philip, print is dead. I agree. You know it. You know it. You know it, P Money. Your name isn't funny. I want to touch your butthole and eat all that honey. That's the glitter reference joke. I brought it back around. And that's why it's so good to be Goku Brown. Let's see. Sean Hall. Also, I think renting a billboard isn't super. I'm not renting a billboard. I think that's... For our audience, I feel like that goes along with print being dead. Like getting a billboard, I don't know. I'll look into it, but I just don't think that's us. Tyler says, like I said before, in 2 months, getting the amount of people to come. Haha, that's what she said. Even last minute walk-ins was amazing. Yeah, I don't have the final number count, but from Smash, it was like 381 or 382, and we had a whole bunch of people at the door that weren't counted for. So this might have been a 400-person event, which that was kind of like the goal. I wanted it to be at 400, at least hit that. So at least we're pretty close. I think that's good for a first-time event. For something like this. This was the easy one. You guys who worked this one, this was easy. GAAM show. That one. That's like going through war. Thomas, I got stung by a wasp this weekend, so I feel you, Ryan. Denny Willett, how you doing? That's right, Molly. Goku Brown is the 2020 Pantone of the year. That's right. Hit me up, Pantone. I'll give you colors all day. David Morales, yes, the Ryan jingles are coming back just for David Morales. Let's see, Travis Paul, Instagram has a good advertising system similar to Facebook. You're absolutely right, Travis. You are absolutely right. We need to take advantage of that and do more on Instagram. Absolutely right. Let's see here. What do you think would make GAAM gladiators more open towards women? This was a very important question to me. And FYI, I still am in the back of my mind. I'm trying to figure out how to do a women's tournament special event. Probably do this like a meetup type deal. That is coming down the pipeline. I've not forgotten you guys. That's very important to me. Denny Willett, Game of Thrones. Oh crap! Let me get the winner ready. I'm not seriously going to make you guys miss Game of Thrones. Let's see. The winner of a free video game on the system, the platform of your choice, is Ryan Thompson. Come on. I'm kidding. No, it's not going to be me. It is Eric Hamilton. I'll do a post for Eric. If you're in the stream, congratulations. If you know Eric Hamilton, tag him, let him know he won. We'll contact you soon, Eric, so you can get your prize. Goku Brown for president. Let's see here. Let me read the other thing. So yeah, and so Tiger kind of resonated that, saying showing more females in promo materials, putting a larger priority on setting up a women's tournament. Make Lee the host and make Ryan do nothing. How many of you guys would like to see Lee as the host for GAAM Gladiators? I would be more than okay with that. Let's make Lee the host of Gladiators. Lee did a tremendous job of running the photo team and the video team and doing social during that event. Fucking tremendous. Proud of you for stepping up and taking the lead for Jacksonville Esports. Oh, thank you, Tiger. That means a lot from you, man. That really, truly does. I will be there every step of the way as long as you allow me. Whatever, as long as you allow me, man. Tiger has been an inspiration to me and really paved the way for a lot of things that GAAM does. And I will always be grateful to you, Tiger. Everyone, if you could just do hashtag thank you, Tiger. He was keeping this whole community alive before I even got here. When I got here, he accepted me with open arms. And he's helped me every step of the way, anytime I needed it. Just thank you, Tiger. Thomas, let me know what game, and I'll get you taken care of, because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Lee says, oh, God. That means, yes, she accepts it, guys. Lee's the new host of GAAM Gladiators. Gladiators. That means I can run around in more wigs. Thank you for sharing the stream, Judith. Who would win with Thanos versus John Wick? Tiger chose Bill, and that's the only right answer. Oh, that's great, Thomas. Travis says he met so many dope people. I love hearing stories like that, Travis. Like that's one of the big takeaways I want from GAM. I want you guys to meet each other. I want you guys to create moments you remember, and create relationships that you guys hold for years and years fondly. So every time I hear something like that, I'm like, oh, it actually worked. It actually worked. People connected. We're more than just pixels on a screen. We're real people. Thank you, Sean. Sean says, I really don't care what kind of event it is. If it's game, I want to help. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you. All right, let's go through a few more of these. God, that was just one. I'm just going to go straight to the bottom. We can't go through all these. Let's see. Went with a group of people. Just enough games. Like to see FPS games and GAM Gladiators future. So I'm kind of torn on FPS games for Gladiators. Like Overwatch is okay. So is Apex. I'd be cool with Halo. I really don't want to step into like a Call of Duty type scenario or Counter Strike. I think those games are fun. They're awesome, but I don't think that those communities, and the mentality fits within the GAM community, or kind of like the agenda of GAM, and the kind of feelings we want to create, the kind of relationships we want to create. Until I can figure out a better way to manage and steer those communities within GAM and GAM's ethics and values and conduct, that's probably not going to happen. That's a much bigger problem to solve. Let's see, Arlene, dinosaurs, what? Tyler says CSGO, yeah. I just said as to why I wouldn't want to include Counter Strike and all that kind of that stuff. I feel like those games are fine. They're cool. I got no beef with them. But I know I'm part of. I'll be straight up with you guys. You know, my agendas, the goals I want to accomplish, are things in terms of uniting all these different types of gamers, being more inclusive. I want women to feel comfortable at GAM events. I want LGBTQA to feel comfortable. I want them to feel included. Um, and I think some of those games are just so extremely aggressive, and the communities behind it are not, like, they're fine. I know I could talk trash with anybody else. Y'all know I talk a lot of trash, but just a lot of the conduct or whatnot, I think is very threatening and makes it unwelcoming towards people who aren't in that tight demographic of people who typically play Counter Strike Go. So I've got to figure out that problem before going down that path. Sean says you got to be careful with FPS games. The fan bases are kind of 50-50 in terms of toxicity and all around unpleasantness. Philip says FPS games have some toxic communities, and yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I'm on the same page. Until I can figure out a way to bridge that gap, probably not going to have a lot of FPS games at GAM. Something I'd like to do, but we got to figure out that problem first. And maybe that's something where we put together Counter Strike or Call of Duty or whatever events. Probably need to do that for like a year or two before and bring it into the fold, so we can interact with those communities and acclimate and show them what we're about, and we can see what they're about, and hopefully find that middle ground. So that's a longer game to play. And I just lost my stream. Tyler says every game has toxic communities. It's just what we allow to be shown is what is seen. I mean, look at the FGC and the stuff involved there. I don't know if I'm streaming right now on Facebook, but I'm gonna keep on talking like I am. Yeah, I mean, there's some truth to that, Tyler. There's some truth. I mean, you can't, when you say every game has toxic communities, you're creating a very false correlation. You can't say that and say that the CS:GO community is the same level of toxicity as the Puyo Puyo Tetris community. Like that is not it's not true. So when you frame it as every game has toxic communities, you're saying that they're all on the same playing field. The bar is the same, and it's not. You know, if I was to put together an event around got Overcooked in Mario Kart, the toxicity of those communities would be nowhere near what they are of, Call of Duty or Madden or something like that. So that's not a completely true statement. And I think FGC here is different. FGC, they've got their own level to it, but at least we've had some level of involvement with FGC over the years. Like the first GAAM was a Street Fighter GAAM, so it's not like we're just walking into something blind. And we got to work with you and a lot of other leaders of the FGC going into GAAM to help temper what the conduct would be and set the tone of what the event would be like. So I think a similar strategy, but that would require a lot more work, would be needed to bring in something like CSGO. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. David Villafake, yo, all you super amazing and beautiful people. These are the people that touch those kids inside the steeple. I'm making a Catholic joke. I'm Catholic, I could say it. Everybody say hello, Holly. Alliteration. Holly puts up with all my crap. Let's see. John says, our concept with Little E-League is to play collaborative and cooperative games. This teaches the kids the communistic glass to work together with a coach to compete as a team in a game they normally wouldn't play. Perhaps GAAM Gladiators can add a random aspect for people to sign up. Might give attendees a chance to play with a random gamer. I'd love to do something like that. Jan Brown, but you hear him first. What's going on with the lagging video to voice? I don't know, Jan. My voice is from the future. Is it lagging again? It was acting weird earlier. I tried to sync it back up. Let me listen for a second and see what's going on. Oh my god, the voice is way out of sync. Why didn't anybody else warn me? Jan let me know. Where's everybody else? Thank you, Jan. Thank you for letting me know. So at least somebody. Let's try to fix this sync offset. All right, just change the sync offset to 200 milliseconds. Let's see if it works. Let's see if 200 milliseconds works. Give me a second. If this is fixed, it's because of Jan. I think. Okay, I think it's fixed. Thank you, Jan. Let's see. Tyler says, I guess I'm still looking at it from a competitive level and not just the mainline communities. I've never seen communities at a competitive level not have toxic elements. And I'm not saying that the entire communities are toxic. My point I was making that all communities have some toxic aspects is that we need to not let that overshadow the actual good things that come from these communities. No, very true. I think all these communities have something. I think most of these communities have something to offer. So I think your point's valid. Like there obviously is something to gain from working with CSGO or Call of Duty and all that kinds of stuff. I look at it as is it worth it? Is what we're gaining worth it? And for me, I don't look at like, okay, well, if I can have another, like people love Call of Duty. We'll have like another 200 people show up for Call of Duty. I don't care. I'd be okay with not having another 200 people as long as the event is what it's supposed to be. As long as it means what it's supposed to mean. Same thing with esports. Like I want to do more with esports, but not to the detriment of what our core values are. There are ways to do it. I agree with you on that. And I think it'll take a lot of work, mentorship, and actually working kind of hand in hand with these communities. So before they get through the door, they understand what the atmosphere is like, what will and won't be tolerated. And I wish more people had that approach, because if they did, maybe it wouldn't be like how you mentioned before, or every community has toxic elements. Why is that? Is it because people don't care enough? Is it because people are just looking at the money? They're looking at esports like, oh, I'm going to make money with esports, so I'm just going to have people come in and I don't care how they act. As long as they pay to enter a tournament, they're here and we've got these numbers. I think that's fucking horrible. I think that's what creates a bad precedent for these communities and leaves us in the spots where we don't have leaders or where we don't have the right level of ethics or morality to what we do. We don't have sportsmanship, kind of like what John was alluding to, a little E-League, trying to put in place these other things. Because again, I'm old man talking. I remember being in the arcade side by side next to somebody. And yeah, everybody talked shit when they were playing games, but you only talked so much because you knew the guy next to you could put you in check and the other guys could put you in check if you talked out of line too much. Now, there's so many people that are getting involved with esports to different levels, and there's not a lot of real world physical not feedback, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to worry about getting hit if you do something out of line. And being behind these screens make us even more disconnected. It makes us feel more invincible to do these toxic things, to do things that hurt another person because you don't really see the impact of it. There are things being put in place in terms of like sometimes people lose sponsorships, people get banned or get like temporarily banned from games and stuff like that. But for us to really move each other forward and move our communities forward and move our children forward, we have to start looking at things differently and not just say, oh, well, let's do this because it'll bring in more people, or let's just do this because it's fun. Let's do this because it makes money. It's like, well, no, let's do what's right. We can figure out the other things, so let's do what's right first. Figure out the other, and then we still don't do the other things. We figure out the right way to do those things. But I'm way off now. I need to get back to these damn comments and reading the feedback. It's Game of Thrones time. Y'all aren't going to stick around with me. Travis, ever thought about Killer Instinct? We actually had a GAAM Versus show maybe 2 or 3 years ago and worked with Iron Galaxy. We had Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was part of our cosplay exhibit. And I actually still have a bunch of signed Killer Instincts. I think special artwork or something from Iron Galaxy. So we possibly bring it back in the mix again. Just got to figure out the right way. Let's see. Phil, instant transmission. Go, Goku Brown. Go, go. Instant transmission. I'm instant transmission. That's right. I do the fusion and I do the Goku fission. Go to Vegeta. Okay. What's up, James Ranieri? I got to hit you up soon, man. It's GAAM show time. It's time to talk to the artists. I'm going to start reaching out to artists to build and curate these exhibits for all y'all again. And that means James Ranieri. That means you get to see his awesome artwork again. I have it personally up in my house. Y'all need to go buy his stuff. Thank you, James, for always supporting GAAM. You got awesome pinball machines. I can't wait to work with you again. What if I like the out of syncness? Tyler Lindsay, I'm just playing devil's advocate for the FPS games too set. No, that's cool. No, Tyler, I like talking to you. I like talking to all y'all because I get to actually have discussions. We actually get to field ideas. You know, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. But if we're afraid to even put our ideas out there and we can't talk about them, we'll never get to a better place. So that's why I like getting to do this with you guys. Let's see. Personally, my next big goal is to find a team through GAAM to tear up and Smite with, because oof, I need to play that movie. I would love to do something with Smite. Hopefully, over the never mind. I don't want to reveal all that. We'll see. I will do my best to try to get stuff with Smite here. Let's see. Oh, Tyler says you are my throne. Thanks for calling me a big bowl of shit. That's the kind of throne you're talking about, right, Tyler? Travis, KI is a good time. Yes, indeed. James Ranieri says, yes, sir. Thank you, James. Have a good one, Travis. So nice to meet you and talk to you. I hope you come back again soon. Hope I see you at GAAM Show, RSVP, and we'll talk. Maybe I'll see you on Wednesday. James, thank you for everything you do, man. Like, you really put together, I can always depend on you to put together an awesome collection. So thank you. Thank you so much. Philip says, that's right, Ryan. Set the tone, protect. Ah, thank you, Phil. Phil, you're freaking... Phil, y'all don't know, man. Phil is like the actual physical manifestation of all the touchy-feely bullshit I talk. Because he doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. And he'll put himself out there to do it. What other throw? Let me go through some more of these. What do you think about being 2 days in the future? Please, yes. That was something I heard a lot. A lot of people wanted it to be 2 days. I also wanted it to be 2 days. For those of you who are wondering, it wasn't 2 days because that is expensive. You're gonna make me double my cost at least. So yeah, I would love to make it 2 days next time. I think we worked out a lot of kinks, so we could make it possibly 2 days. The biggest thing now is, will people show up to support it? Let me give you some context. So for a first time event, 400 people is awesome, right? Especially for an esports event. That's great. First time esports event. We did really great. We did really great. Especially I talked to other people and they were saying, man, I've been to other events, especially first time esports events. And usually you're lucky if you get like 50, 60, 70 people. So to have that kind of a turnout is amazing. To put things in context though, so for GAAM Gladiators, I had to pay for a lot more security. I bought a lot of stuff. I bought a ton of monitors, DLC, games, additional consoles. I put a lot of money in, you know what I'm saying? But that's good. It's an investment towards the future. I'm okay with that. Retro GAAM night, I think, did like around 600 people. Same thing, GAAM Love Night, I think was like around 500 or 600, something like that. GAAM shows over 1,000 people. Of course, GAAM show's not a good comparison because GAAM show is expensive to put together. So, to put together a 2-day event for something that requires a lot of money and we're not getting a lot out, that makes it extremely difficult. But hopefully next time around we do a better job with advertising. Now that we've got one underneath our belt, hopefully these other people come back and tell their friends about it and will support us going forward into the next one. So I feel good about going into 2 days for this next year. Don't put me, I'm not officially saying anything yet, but I'm strongly looking into it and seeing how to make it possible. What's up, Christopher LaManna, Mr. Mike? Dab, 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 dab. Entertainment. Alex says there's one guy trying to fly in from Texas for Overwatch, so if you build it, people will come. That's what she said. I hope they do, Alex. I hope they do. I hope they do. More support for the $5 tier on Patreon. That's awesome. VIP depends on how much. See, automatic upgrades to VIP. It would have to be $20 or under. Let's see. I'm gonna get to the meat. Okay, he didn't leave any comments. Thanos versus John Wick. Thanos can't beat John Wick. Next. Let's see here. Had a good time. Pretty comparable. Went with significant other. Oh, hell yeah. Future GAAM Gladiators. Get Fred Savage and that kid from The Wizard. Duh, we could do that. We could do that. And if by doing that, I mean getting cardboard cutouts, yes, we can do that. Winner gets a lunchbox and gets to say California. California. All day. Tabletop games. Nah, keep it the way it is. Loves the GAAM Coliseum. Yes to 2 days. Support of the GAAM Patreon. That's all. I love. Thank all you guys for saying that you'll support us with the Patreon deal. Like that really is encouraging. People have talked about this for years. I've been very against it. It's very moving to see so many people saying that they want to support us when we do it. So thank you. Tyler says, I think as far as Overwatch goes, people were just very excited to not be required to be part of any major teams. Yeah, I got to figure out the whole Overwatch thing. I don't understand enough of the community to make that work properly yet. But I'm going to get more involved and learn more about it. Let's see, any comments? Fair mix of games, no issues aside from pacing and communication. Very valid. Smash brackets were very unorganized. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. That's personal. I don't want to get personal stuff. What could we do where we should be to get the word out? And I phrased this poorly. What could we do / where should we be to get the word out about future GAAM Gladiators events? I'm not sure about marketing, just work more of the FGC people, I think. Yeah, I think I definitely need to work more with FGC. I also got to figure out where the rest of the FGC is. I've shared these thoughts with a few people. I think our communities are extremely niche and extremely cliquey. And I think there is a very false correlation in terms of how many people enjoy these games being tied to the number of people in our said communities. I think there's a false number going around, or false numbers going around in terms of that. And so we need to figure out how to break that. Like, how do you get to the FGC that's not in the FGC? How do you get to the people that are playing fighting games that aren't involved in the community but are playing it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because the numbers don't add up. They do not add up. The number of people who go to fighting game events locally versus the number of people who have to be purchasing these games within all the establishments here in town and anywhere does not add up. So we got to figure that out. Hashtag Moneyball. What do you think would make GAAM Gladiators more open towards women? I think it was good how it is. I think there was a solid amount of women inside compared to other events I've attended. To make it more open, I'm not really sure. I'd have to think on that one. Valid. I really want to work on that. Definitely want to work on that. Women carry GAAM. For those of you that don't know, almost, I would say, definitely over 50% of the GAAM team is female. Like, you want to talk about who makes GAAM happen? Women make GAAM happen. They don't play, and I think largely because the women of this community really want to see us do good. They want to see us make tomorrow better, and they're willing to put in the time and the sacrifice on it. And I applaud you, ladies. Thank you so much for being like the backbone of GAAM. So now we got to figure out how to actually make it more welcome to you guys who put in so much work to make this happen. Let's see, Tyler, GAAM Gladiators reached out to a lot of people who weren't in the Jack's FGC FB groups. I know they did. I was told as much, that they had no knowledge of them. But the Percy Games, I've been trying to bridge that gap. Yeah, there's... yeah, I mean, the majority of GAAM, I mean, just the GAAM... I don't know, there's a lot more gamers in town that are in the communities. Whether it's Discord or Facebook or what have you, there's a lot more people playing than the people we see and the people we know. And so that makes me wonder, are we not, and I say we, I mean all of us, are we not doing a job of including people into what we're doing? Or are we just not able to reach them? Do we not know where to find them? We got to figure that out. It's a weird chicken and egg scenario. Mike says, Patreon link? Not yet, Mike, but soon. I will put out the Patreon link as soon as I can. Right after I put up the Dabster Entertainment link. Look at that. Look at these games. Look, local boy making good, Dabster Entertainment. Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. Y'all need to check it out. Support this man. Look at that. Abigail's Tales. Go download it. Even if you're not going to play it, download it just to support a local video game creator. You even got to buy shit. Just download it. Give them the click. Give them the click! Too sweet. Tyler says, I think it's the opposites. Be more specific, Tyler. I don't know what the opposite is because the way these conversations are, I don't know quite what you're talking about. I just know you're talking opposite to something I said, but I don't know what I said. So I talk a lot of crap. Check out their Discord. It's the Discord link on the site. Let's see. Oh, right, there it is. Here's the Discord link. Discord for Little Sherman and Dabster Entertainment. I probably spelled something wrong. My bad, Mike. We have a local GAAM Discord too, but I don't know what it is. But you can check out the Dabster Entertainment one. See, Tyler says, I think that is because some people don't go out of their way looking for anything going on, while also saying that these are the only games that they play. So that's what I mean. So there's a chicken and egg scenario, because it's not always. I don't mean to be overly specific. So I don't literally mean that always people coming out and participating in the community, like just awareness of people playing. Like, for example, let's say you work at a hospital. Say you're a nurse at a hospital and you play Dragon Ball Fighters. And there's a break room there, and you work with all these people. You meet all these people coming out of the hospital all the time. But you don't ever talk about Dragon Ball Fighters. You don't ever talk about the video games that you play. You talk about, hey, here's the movie that I saw. Did you check out Endgame? Yeah. You gonna go see John Wick? Uh-huh. You watching Game of Thrones? Yep. Is Ryan stupid? Yeah. But why aren't we talking about video games? Or why aren't as many people talking about video games when it's like the biggest media product in the world? So do we have communities? Is there like a bigger meta community that just makes it to where having those conversations aren't normal or aren't easy to have? Or are too many of us gatekeeping perhaps? Or is it something where, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? It's like a weird, I don't know. Sheldon Ying, you are awesome. Sheldon, we're going to make it happen next time, Sheldon. We're going to make it happen. Thank you for handling it so cool and chill, by the way. Other people wouldn't have handled it like that. I like the way you did it. My applause to you, sir. Link incoming. Is that a new Zelda game? Cha-cha-cha-cha. Zelda's the one with the sword, right? Rob says, I'll look into checking their game out. Heck yeah, Rob. Mike says you can play the alpha version of Little Sherman. There you go. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. All right, we're only going to go through a few more of these. I need to talk about GAAM Show. We haven't talked about GAAM Show. I'll do another live stream tomorrow specifically about GAAM Show. But I want to say this. Actually, let me go ahead and get this link. You guys have been tremendous. And I think in our first day, where we've already hit maybe 500 or so people interested in going to GAAM Show this year, which is freaking insane. Doesn't mean that's people who bought tickets, because the tickets aren't on sale yet. Please RCP going and invite others to support and make this year's GAAM Show the best ever. Todd says, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm trying hard to find those who aren't part of that FGC itself, like Arlene does. Yeah, Arlene is amazing. I love Arlene. She's awesome. She's so positive. Arlene's awesome. Yes, keep on the quest, Tyler. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep looking. We're in it together. Sorry, Shelby. I would read this, but I gotta get on the GAAM Show. Gotta get on the GAAM Show. Look at that. So many of you in this picture. I didn't even know Katie McDaniels was in this shot until afterwards. Well, we got Dallas in there, Danny. And we got a lot of, I recognize a lot of you guys, which is awesome. So look, we're ready at 202 going, 399 interested. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Please continue to support and push this. Like, we need the help on this. When tickets go on sale, we really have to sell tickets this year. Let me see. Glitter butt bomb. Should I search this? Nah, I don't want this stream to get taken down. Ha! What's up, Heather? Heather was part of the GAAM Gladiators team, and she's one of the new Volun stars. Heather, you were tremendous, simply tremendous during Gladiators. Solving problems, just solving problems. Oh my God. I wish I had more people that could just solve problems. Stupendous. And just, so good. Thank you, Heather. But yeah, GAAM Show this year is going to be very different. Yes, we're still going to have the charity art auction. That is definitely a staple of GAAM Show. Definitely still be original, do good. That is the core of GAAM Show. But with this new venue, we've been doing GAAM Show for like 7 years, 6 or 7 years in the same spot. And many of you guys know the story of how we stumbled into the museum. It was pretty much like an accident. Molly glitter butt bomb. When you push it out your butt, that makes you go say what? And then you say, it's magical. I got glitter coming out my butt. Anyways. So yeah, GAAM Show. We stumbled into the museum. It was kind of like an accident. And I've got one of my former students to thank for that happy accident. Thank you, Brad. But so we've grown into that space. The first GAAM Show was just, I think, 2 of the gallery spaces maybe, and the main lobby, and I want to say, and just like some of the outside patio. That was it. The last show we had literally was almost the entire museum. It was all 3 galleries. It was the waterfall room. It was the top lobby there. It was the black and white room in the back. It was the upstairs. It was the secret area that became the VIP. It was the downstairs dungeon. It was like the whole backyard. Like it was we used up that space. So we got to grow and learn about the space and figure out flow and traffic and how to make the most of every inch of that place. So going into this new space where we've got like thousands and thousands of more square feet than we had before. And we have a lot of things that make our setup life easier. We have to. Oh, Molly's awesome too. She is so awesome. She's so awesome. They tried to clone her, and then they realized it was a lamb. Dad jokes. But so now with this new space, there's a lot more space, a lot of new challenges. Figuring out how are we going to actually do a gallery in this space? How to do the auction in that space? Now that we know what we've done there in Gladiators, like, okay, how do we incorporate live streaming and possibly competitions into this space and still work with the core party aspects, the nightlife aspect? Because that giant ballroom is going to be fucking lit. That's going to be like one of the most badass party rooms we've ever had a chance to make. Because having that kind of space and all those projections already set up, we can light that up. So I'm happy about that. But also like, okay, how do we flow things? So we could have additional lounge spaces. We can have VIP lounges. We can actually have spaces. We could have possibly like a panel or something like that if people wanted to talk or discuss on something. Additional activities. We can start doing themed rooms. A lot of times you guys have noticed at GAAM, as you're walking from one space to another, it'll kind of transform and you'll notice, hey, all of a sudden you're seeing nothing but pictures of like Street Fighter people here. Or, oh, you go into this area, now you're seeing Mortal Kombat stuff. With actual rooms, we can kind of compartmentalize that and connect them. So it's exciting for us because it's a chance to do something very different and kind of get a chance to do a lot more, things that we've always wanted to do. Of course, we have to do it in a lot less time because our setup time, we're not going to have a week for setup anymore. Again, we used to go there every night after work. And then all day, probably like a day or two before, and just set up and make things. We got to be artists with that. My stream's frozen, so I apologize if I'm missing stuff from you guys. What's up, Isaac? What's up, Kyle? Kyle McLemore. Thank you so much. He is the man who made all the GAAM Gladiator blades, which should be going out this week and the week after. Yeah, we used to just go there every night afterwards, set up, make stuff, make cool shit. And then even the weeks leading up to it, we would go there to the museum, and that was like our home base. Like we would do our crafting sessions there. We'd bust out Publix fried chicken and Hawaiian sweet rolls and a bunch of vodka, and we would just have a good time and make stuff and hang out with each other. So all that's gonna have to change this year. And we're trying to figure out now how we're gonna continue to do like team meetings and crafting sessions and whatnot. But I think as GAAM has grown and become a something where so many people technically own it now. And when I say own it, it doesn't mean I sold GAAM or gave it to anybody else, right? Because I've said that before. Be like, oh my God, I can't believe you sold GAAM, or you. That's not what I mean. I mean that all of you kind of own a piece of GAAM now. Like all of you are a piece of GAAM. You all impact it. You all make it better. Um. Oh, Kyle, hell yeah, let's talk about that later on. So I think as we ramp up the GAAM, we're gonna have meetups more regularly, more things and fun things to do. I'd like to put together a cosplay workshop for one of the meetups. So for those of you who make cosplay, to kind of get the opportunity to work with other cosplayers and maybe get some additional knowledge from people who are more experienced, or also just to get another set of eyes or somebody else who can probably tell you something to save you 2 weeks of time. I think that'd be really nice. Maybe we'll do that at like Art Wolf or someplace that's air conditioned. But I'd also like to take some of the weight off the ball and stars and some of the crafting sessions, like maybe make it open to the community, have an open community crafting session where we're making like all the pixel art and stuff like that. You guys can be a part of that and help us cut things. Oh, but that's a lot of blades. Maybe that's not the best idea. I gotta think that through. Eesh. Oy, oy, oy. But I'm thinking about doing stuff like that this year, and obviously a lot of the Ball and Stars are going to be much more prominent from a leadership perspective this time because they should be. They've earned it, and they've worked their asses off, and they're good at it, and I need to give them the chance to shine more. So we'll be doing a lot of that. So hopefully, if you're at one of these like GAAM meetup events and you see that I'm not the lead person on it, be okay with that. It could be Brittany, and tag these people that I'm talking about if you know them. It could be Brittany leading an event. It could be Hannah Jones. It could be Kat. Um, there's so many people that have really, they know what they're doing and they understand my vision of where I see GAAM in the community, and these are the people that I just trust to lead us into tomorrow because I know they'll do good by all of us. Tyler says I'm a part owner. Yep, you're a part owner now, Tyler. So I'll send you your portion of the bill. Let's see. Heather says, hooray for more meetups. It'd be nice to have an open forum to ask questions and talk more about what we can contribute. That's a great idea, Heather. We can definitely first meetup we'll do that without a doubt. We can probably do a little bit of that, the 9-0 pour thing. If you guys come out to 9-0 pour, I'll definitely do Q&A. We can go over some of this stuff. Oh, Brittany's here. Brittany says, I love shit. Thanks. Brittany's awesome. But yeah, I think that'll allow a lot of the community to be more a part of what GAAM is doing and have a better understanding of what we do leading up to the show. And it'll take some of the weight off the volunteers and the Vol and Stars. And also, I think it'll create opportunities for new people who want to volunteer and do stuff with us. Gives us a chance to meet other people. And I think it'll help a lot of people with social issues as well. I'll tell you straight up, a lot of you guys are awesome, and a lot of you guys want to do a lot to help, not just with GAAM, but other things around town, at your job, whatever. But I'll tell you straight up, one of the things that hold a lot of us back is that we're not aware of how to read other people, how to read the room. And maybe some of that's due to us not having enough opportunities with social interaction. But like some of you, if you're constantly making jokes or comments that probably should be in the, the bottom dungeon of like an internet chat room, people aren't going to respond to that too great. And you can't just, that's fine if that's who you are. Can't do anything about that. Or you could take the approach if you can do something about that and be smart. And if you're saying and doing the kind of things that make people feel uncomfortable around you or don't want to work with you on stuff, either be smart and change it or be stupid and stubborn and stay the same. It's up to you to make that choice. And before anybody complains about it, no, I'm not telling people to change. I'm telling people to be smart. I'm telling people to survive. If you're starving and you need food and you're like, there's no food around here, I'm just going to wait till food shows up, you gonna die. What do? You move to where the food is. You change your habits so you survive. So that's my recommendation to many of you, and I hope that these scenarios will help create more opportunities for people to learn about how to socialize with other people, how to read people, how to work with people better. So I get stuff like that all the time. Hell, even the other day I had to ban somebody from the GAAM, temporarily ban them from the GAAM fam for posting something that was very inappropriate, very racist, and the person reacted like, "Hey, I'm not racist. I didn't think that was racist. I'm really sensitive, and I can read people pretty good." And I was 100% with them. Like, maybe you're not. Maybe you think you are, but if you're having this situation occur over and over again, that's showing that you're not aware of how people react or how they will react to what you're saying. This might be a great opportunity for you to take a step back, examine yourself, and also examine the things that you're saying so you can interact with people better. Because if you stay on the same path, you're just going to have the same mistakes repeat over and over again. Kyle says, the more often we get together, the more cohesion we have as a team. Bravo says, be smart, survive. That's right. Brittany says, put some good into the world. Exactly. And that's why Brittany's going to be one of the people to lead events. Put some good into the world. She gets it. Because at the end of the day, that's what GAAM's really about. It's, of course, GAAM's centered on games and gaming. I love video games. I love video games. But I love them so much because of all the memories it's given me, because of all the opportunities it's given me, because of all the people I've gotten to meet because of video games, because of the moments and experiences I've gotten to share because of video games. And it's all those other things that I want us to continue to do. I want us to continue to have moments together. I want us to continue to meet one another. I want us to continue to spread joy and do good. Because that's what it's really all about at the end of the day. The video games are a vehicle for us to get to all these other places. So that's why Brittany gets it. That's why she's our art director. She's one of our leaders. But yeah, so please share the page as often as you can. You can share the GAAM show event more than once. You can share it every day. That would be great. Invite people. Post it on Twitter. Post it on Instagram. All that stuff helps considerably. It really, really does. Especially now that my primary objective is going to be getting sponsors for this event and getting additional free stuff for you guys. You guys saw me post on Twitter, hey, I'm looking for nightlife and liquor and all that kind of sponsorships and partners. If you know somebody, tag them. Tag me on Twitter with Patron or with, I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I love car, but for example, Svedka or Goose or, whatever, deodorant spray. Tag me with those people to help jumpstart that conversation. The more interactions there are, it puts us in a better position to broker relationships. And I also got to say, please, if everybody can, please tag Visit Jacksonville. I need to say thank you to them. Thank you, Visit Jacksonville. Is it going to show up on Twitter? There we go. It's easier here because of you. Had a great meeting with them earlier in the week. I don't want to go into the details of it yet because it's still very early, but their willingness to support, their willingness to hear what we're about, and they love what we're about. They love what we do. They loved all of you guys and the kind of people you guys are, and they were very willing to help us and trying to find ways to support GAAM in this community. So please tag them. Please say thank you. Visit Jacksonville. Tag them on Twitter or whatever. Just show them that love too, so we can work with them and other people like that. Like, it's great to finally make some progress in Jacksonville. That's been one of our struggles for the longest time. And because of all you guys, we're finally going forward. So that's great. Thank you guys. Brittany says, it's what I love about GAAM too. It's always brought back to bring good to the community. Charity, lifting each other up, all of it. Oh, Brittany's amazing. She's saying it to Rob. Thanks, visit Jacksonville from Brittany. Ed says, finding a deodorant sponsor would be clutch. Can pass out samples so people have no excuse. You kid, but you ain't wrong, Ed. I'm with you. I want Old Spice or, I don't know, hell, Secret, whatever. Just give us a deodorant sponsor. I'll put that stuff on during the stream. I'll put it on my face, whatever it takes. I'll put it on my bug bites. It's all good. Let's get Speed Stick. I want Speed Stick. Justin Drain, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, did I cover everything? We gave away the game, saw Gladiator feedback barely any. Like, we only got to like 3 of them. I'll do a post with all the Gladiator feedback. Pictures will be released this week, as well as a video for GAAM Gladiators. Thank you guys for being patient on that. Payouts have been made for everybody on Gladiators except for Apex and possibly some of Overwatch. And that's just because it was a lot of kids, and I don't know how to. John Sarmi, I'll reach out to you tomorrow. I wasn't trying to give these kids money, or if I'm supposed to. Like, that's, you don't know. But yeah, GAAM show that's coming up August 17th. That'll be our main focus for a while, and I hope that we can take GAAM show to the point where Gladiators is 2 days and GAAM show is 2 days. You guys have been asking for that for years, to make GAAM show 2 days. And I think we finally have a space where we could pull it off. We just need more partners, to be honest, because the cost goes up. I gotta have, and I know you guys are thinking, oh, you just, GAAM, it's not, you could do that. That's fine. That's easy. You make money off GAAM. Like, yeah, but GAAM show is so much more expensive than any other event that we do, because it's not just buying machines for that. It's making art. Making art is expensive. For any of you guys who are artists, or if you know an artist, please give love to your artists, because it costs money to make stuff. Even like the little free things, like the pixel stuff you see that's cut out and put on the walls, that takes a lot of money and a lot of time to make all those things. Like, that's buying additional blades, glue sticks, cardboard, hours. Now imagine how much it would cost to have like 20, 30 people put in about, I don't know, 40 hours of time just into making art stuff. That's not even like including the cost to like feed people and all that kind of stuff. That's what art costs. So appreciate your artists, show them some love, and I'll come back tomorrow just to talk about GAAM show. But until then, be original, do good, go watch the Game of Thrones thing. Don't post it. If I have to deal with any of this spoiler bullshit in the GAAM fam group after this, I'm just going to start banning people. Be adults about it. Try not to spoil anything for anybody. If somebody accidentally spoils it, say like, hey man, this is kind of a spoiler, can you wait a little bit? And then y'all just be adults. Oh, that's cool, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. No, it's cool, man, I know you didn't mean to it. Handle the situation like that. Treat each other with love, respect, and it'll be fine. Be original, do good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And here you go. Here's Beerus. I can't even tell when the stream ends because like I'm frozen on Facebook on this chat that I'm looking at. So you guys are just gonna have to stare at Beerus. Oh man, I've just messed up my camera. Okay, I think I found it now. Okay, now I'm looking at the Facebook stream. Man, this is really behind. Behind by like maybe I don't know, 30 seconds or something. Oh, there we go. It finally caught up. There we go. All right, we're ending this. Now I'm gonna end it on everything else. Thank you guys. Bye.